on. Wow, y'all, this could wake up you tickets. Now, I can tell what you're thinking. All of your wives nudging your husband. I thought we were going to a wholesome Christian event, not some bohemian dropout that's going to pass around a doobie. If I thought this was some hippie thing, I would have stayed at home watching Salty the Songbook. He can't be a good Christian man. His hair's too long. And you know how God likes his sheep sheared tight. Well, I've got just 4 words for you. Blood of the Lamb. Now, we're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have some laughs, maybe even a few tears by the end of this. But to start, I want to take you back, way, way back before sliced bread. I'm talking Garden of Eden. Now, a lot of you might know that Adam was the world's fastest runner. I'm talking faster than Carl Lewis. Yes, he was the fastest runner. He was the first in the human race. But that's not all. They played a lot of sports in the Garden of Eden. You know the first baseball game was played there? Yeah, Eve stole first, Adam stole second, and Cain struck out Abel. And the giants and the angels rained out. How about Moses? Wasn't he just a typical man, wandering the desert for 40 years? But did he ever ask for directions? I don't think so. And speaking of biblical figures, sometimes I like to imagine what it would be like if they lived in modern society. What would their jobs be? I mean, obviously Noah would work on Wall Street as a broker, right? You follow me? Yeah, he'd be a broker because he was an expert at floating stock during liquidation. But Noah wouldn't be near as rich as the fisherman Peter. I mean, have you seen his net income? Oh, does that mean Adam and Eve would be working at McDonald's? And if that's the case, would Eve have been made from a McRib? Adam should have made her from a Big Mac instead. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. No, I'd take a bite out of that. Now Adam's bringing the food to my table. Would you like some ketchup with that? No thanks, Adam, my man. Unless you mean ketchup with Jesus, and I've already done that. Maybe instead, he'd be a delivery driver. Is that delivery or DiGiorno? Only one person I know that delivers, and his name is Jesus. Blood of the Lamb! You know, I grew up in a wholesome Christian community. I remember as a little tyke going to church, the pastor would say, all men are your brothers. All I could think of, if all men are my brothers, and are all men going to give me wet willies and wedgies? Are men going to pee all over me when they sleepwalk and mistake my bed for a toilet? I've heard of baptism by fire, but this is plain ridiculous. Yes, I grew up going to church, but once I left home, I lost my way. I stopped following God, went down a dark path, fell in with a bad crowd. Before I knew it, I turned from worship from up high to deep down below. Now this is serious. God's honest truth. I fell into this crowd of 666, pentagrams, Ouija boards, sex change operations, and crack cocaine. I went so far down the rabbit hole, I almost didn't come up. It wasn't until one of my so-called friends was arrested that I started to see the error of my ways. My friend decided to partake in a satanic ritual where he sacrificed his own child, his own flesh and blood. A lot of you think that when a Satanist kills, they do so because they want to spill blood. You've seen enough horror flicks to think that Satanists or any kind of occultists kill animals or humans in bloodlust, but that is not the case. It is not for the thrill of seeing the blood drain from the body. It's to release the life force. Because when the life force is released and you've done the right incantations and rituals, you can absorb the life force, they say, and that makes you a stronger warlock or whatever. And the longer the death, and the more prolonged the death, and the more agonizing the death, the more the force is released. And they use every part of the body, just like the Indians with the buffalo. Nothing wasted. After she was dead, they cut her chest open, took out her heart, cut it up in little pieces, and took communion on it. And after she was dead, they cut down both sides of her head and flayed the flesh away from the bone, shucked out the eyeballs. They stole her femur to be used in satanic rituals, took her mutilated corpse, put her in a hefty stink sack, and threw her right in the trash. It was then that I realized I didn't want to end up in no Stretch Flex 3-ply plastic bag. And that, my friends, is when I left that life. I quit Satan and all his minions and was rehired by Jesus Christ Incorporated, LLC. Long live Christ. Why wouldn't I? Christ is the best employer. The benefits are great. The life insurance is to die for, literally. And the best part, once I pass this mortal coil, the unlimited vacation is going to be unbeatable. You've been an amazing audience tonight. God bless and praise Him. Blood of the Lamb! Blood of the Lamb!